Today we are going to focus on a literary essay. So you might be asking yourself, well, what is a literary essay? So that is where we're going to start. A literary essay is actually quite easy to understand. It is an essay about reading. It is when the author, you, focus on one part of literature, the book you're reading, and prove an opinion or a thesis with evidence from the text. And of course, when writing literary essays, we can always use more than one text to prove our thinking, but we're not quite there yet. That'll be next. So, what are the characteristics of a literary essay? You will focus on one aspect of literary analysis, and it could be any of these: theme, character change over time, character traits, even the writer's craft. And when we talk about writer's craft, we have looked at symbolism and multiple character perspectives. For our purpose of writing a literary essay of our text, we are going to start by focusing on theme. A literary essay also has to have a clear introduction. And when I say clear, I mean very specifically stated. So you need to include the title of the book and the author, a clear, short summary of the text. Remember when we focused on less than 10 words? State very clearly what you want to prove. So this is your thesis, and we're going to talk more about that, but that's also what are you trying to prove for the theme of the book? And then briefly explain how you will prove it. So this is your points of evidence. You will need 3 reasons that you are correct in your thinking of what the theme is for the text. And these reasons are your evidence, and they are supported in the body of your essay, and it's your multiple paragraphs. And notice you have to have cited evidence. Cited evidence is our author's words, and paraphrased evidence, and these are my words. And then the conclusion in the literary essay needs to restate the thesis, but not in the same exact words, and summarize the argument. So these are your main characteristics of a literary essay. And today we're going to focus a little deeper on writing a thesis statement and an introduction. So a thesis statement is the big piece of your topic introduction, and we want to start with our thesis statement before we write our whole introduction. We do that to help us focus our writing. That way we know where the entire essay is going to go. So the first thing you want to think about is, what is the theme? What is the theme of this book? And you're going to ask these questions to yourself. What is the central idea? What argument do you want to make about it? And how will you prove it? So I could say a sentence frame I could use is the theme of Finding Mighty is blank because, and this is where I'm going to think of my 3 reasons this is correct. So it's going to be blank, blank, and blank. So this is where you would put your theme. So if it was that we need to keep we need to be kind to others. I would write that here. And then here I would say my reason 1, that I believe the book has this theme. My reason 2, on why I believe the theme of the book is this. And then my reason 3. This thesis statement is going to drive the writing of my entire text. So I highly recommend you check in with Mrs. Sandwich, with myself, before writing your introduction. You want to make sure you have a solid thesis statement before you move on to your writing, because you are going to have to cite and paraphrase evidence from Finding Mighty that proves this theme throughout your entire piece. Once you have established your thesis statement, that is when you're going to write an introduction that hooks your reader and presents your argument. So this is your entire first paragraph of your literary essay. You are introducing your topic. So this is paragraph 1 of your essay. This is going to tell the reader exactly what it is that you're going to be writing about. So again, you must include the title and author, your thesis statement, a brief summary, but also make sure that you are doing these things. Hook the reader, capture the reader's interest. You can do this by using an interesting quote, a statement, provide something amusing from the book, a controversial statement, something you're trying to prove. You could even ask a question to your reader to start, and then also provide additional background information of your topic. So here, for our book here, you might begin to think of urban art and graffiti, and get your reader's interest by starting off by connecting graffiti to a mystery of missing diamonds. Once you have your topic introduction written, you are then going to be moving on to supporting your thesis with evidence with your body paragraphs. We will focus on one reason at a time, so one paragraph at a time. For today, we will only focus on the first paragraph.